the state as well as the country.
You see,
J.F. Shields. It started with Monroe County Training School. That's who we were. And it has evolved into the outstanding J.F.-Shields High School for the principal namesake. The guy that guided us.
Joseph Franklin Shields.
Yes, from dirt court to a hardwood floor and regulation length gymnasium to a full 120 feet, whatever the court size is now.
Yeah.
You know the history of that hardwood floor as we transformed from the old gym.
Yeah, that oil floor, man.
Man, it had all wood, pine floor to keep the dust down. So, Coach Avery, who was our famous historic coach, talked about how Shields fought to get a hardwood floor in the new gym because most of the black schools only had that parquet tower. And that was special to have, and he insisted that the superintendent give us the hardwood floor, and he said that he would give it to us. And that's how we got a hardwood floor in the new gym, which is now the old gym.
Yeah.
But it lends itself to the process. This whole thing has been a process and an evolution. I remember the times we didn't play state tournaments because black schools couldn't participate, and we had our own tournaments, our own system, whatever they call it, and we couldn't win championships. But we finally got to the point that we could participate, and we started winning championships. So I think now we have a total of 6 in basketball, 1 in girls and 5 in boys. And that's incredible for a school our size. So with all that history, we just knew that unless someone did something to preserve it, that it would get lost. Or it would be a folk story, or if ever anything ever happened to the school, it would be a folk story. And no one wouldn't know. We didn't have any of the history recorded. So this is a way for us to record the history and to celebrate the accomplishments of all those outstanding athletes and individuals. Because it was a team effort, a total community effort from the family, the parents, the teachers, the janitors, the bus drivers, just everybody in the community, and the fans, of course. So we thought that J.F. Shields deserved to be heard, and this was a way that we could do that, preserve our history, and to acknowledge the accomplishments of all those individuals. And we thought that doing it through athletics and taking it to and creating a Hall of Fame was the pinnacle of our athletic journey. So that's why it's important.
Very important, man. I mean, let me bring this in while you're talking. We are on the new, have a new principal. Mr. White is the new principal there, and I have been working with him. Everybody's been working with him for a smooth transition. I'm quite sure that we will continue to grow as we are in a trend. It is fitting that in our 90th year, we move to a new administrator, but it's still good. The selection process for the induction into the JF-Shields Hall of Fame as the class of 2019 has begun. And it's important, let me say this now, that we give out applications. We're going to be submitting people for nominees. It is important that when you get this application, that you get it back in and turn it back in. December December is the
31st.
31st is the day that you get that back in. So tomorrow and in the next few days, we're going to be giving out. You will have the whole month of December to turn in your application to be considered for induction into the 2019 Hall of Fame inductees of j-f-shields athlete and others. Talk a little bit about that, Mo. I gave the cutoff date, and you talk a little bit about that application and how important it is.
Well, what we want this process to be is the people to have a say, and it's a fair process that they may know someone who they think is worthy or deserving of that honor to be recognized. We need them. We need our fans and our students and our alumni to participate in this process, because this is our history, this is our legacy. We want the best athletes recognized, and we want everybody to have a shot. I mean, it is a democratic process. You will be voted on by the committee. So if don't feel, reluctant to turn in a name that you think is worthy of this honor. So we don't want anybody to think that, well, they already know who they want, they think like this, that I don't have a shot at getting, or this person won't have a shot. That's not true. We need everybody as willing participant to help us. This is your Hall of Fame. This is your school. This is your legacy. We need you involved. And you know these people, their friends, their family members, their cousins, their classmates. You know who these athletes are, and you know where they are. And you can talk to them directly and stress to them, the ones that haven't been around and seen what we're trying to do here, the importance of what it is we're trying to do. Not only for them personally, but for the legacy of this school and the preservation of our history. We want all of our athletes to have a chance to be recognized and honored. Your name will stay available and in the process for 4 years. So if you get if you don't get chosen in this second class, you'll be available for the next class. And because of the numbers, we have to cut it off. We can only admit so many. We need to pick the best people that we have. So please, I stress to you, tell any of your friends, former athletes, or anybody you know that the process has started. And we need you to let these people know to help us. To help us. This is a team effort. And we certainly want your input and we want your participation. And I think that the selection process is the glue and is the butter of what it is. That's the essence of what it is we're doing. That's where it all starts from, the selection process. And without adequate nominees, submissions, and applications, we can't make the best selections. So we need to have a large body, a pool of these top athletes to choose from. That's in basketball, football, baseball, track, any other activity, band, cheerleader. I mean, we want everybody to be a part of this. And some of the athletes, the deceased, we want those athletes also.
Now that's very important. If you know somebody in your family was an outstanding band person, athlete, cheerleader, whatever, even though they gone home and they are worthy to be, you believe they are worthy to be inducted into the j-f-shields Hall of Fame, please pick up an application, fill out the information, and get it turned back in by December the 31st. That way, the selection committee will have plenty of time prior to the event coming off in May to select these nominees to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame weekend will take place over 3 days, May the 2nd, 2019, and ending with the class of 2019 induction ceremony held at 6 p.m. on May the 4th there at the J.F.S. High School Old Gymnasium. For more information for induction ceremony and to order tickets. Now, here's another thing, importance about the tickets. Ms. Mary Howard at 251-789-2424 or 251-362-1526. You can also get in touch with Mr. Mose Daly. Your number, Mr. Daly?
It's 44239-8062. And again, this Hall of Fame is something that all of us should be proud of, because it is very special to have a Hall of Fame. There are a lot of institutions and schools I like and don't have Halls of Fame. Mm-hmm. It's an honor to be selected to be in the Hall of Fame for this school. This school is worthy. Our athletes is worthy of this honor. And to have this opportunity, I think, is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. That puts us in the liking of the NFL have a Hall of Fame. All the baseball Hall of Fame. You got basketball Hall of Fame. All these, that tells you how important these Halls of Fame is. And we need y'all to think about what it is we're doing. Mm-hmm. Right here in little old J.F.-Shields.
Now, let me say this. Mr. Craig White is the new principal, and there's some outstanding things going on at Shield. The Alumni Association, under the leadership of Ms. Lee, is working to see can they get installed a new LED message board in conjunction to the board that's already up there to help enhance and better focus and picture and get announcements out faster for the school. Also, I want to talk about the Panther mascot.
Wow.
Talk about it a little bit more, man.
You tell them what you give them yours. You've been living it.
Keep going.
Man, I tell you, to see that Panther sitting there and looking back to where we came from as an institution and to where we're at today and all that great history, and to have that big fine Panther sitting out there. For those that don't know the story of that Panther, after we had those the first athletic reunion, Deidre was excited, and she felt that Panther should be the focus of our. And the Panther was the focus because they did the video with the Panther at the first event, and the Panther stole the show. When he came off, that video, it felt like that Panther was walking inside that gym, and she just got motivated. And we thank God for people like our young people. And she set out to find a Panther, and that Panther was built for the Carolina Panthers, the football team. And something happened with the sculpturalists and the Panthers, and they fell out with whatever it was. So when she contacted him, he told her that the Panther was $15,000. So she said, "We're just a small little school down here in Beatrice, Alabama. We don't have $15,000. And he said, "Well, let me see. Y'all get back with me, and I'll see what I can do." And he came